We're going to do a 2022 Wilson Clash 98. This is a 1620. This is the version 2. Wilson, again, butt cap up. Say Wilson. We're going to mount butt cap up. We will start in the head. And it is early in the morning here, just in case anybody's curious. Don't forget to back up. And you can start your mains however you want to start your mains. You want to do a different method, you can do a different method. We're going to do 3 mains on this side. We're going to thread the next 2. Just get them out the way. Make sure you leave loop. This will be number 6. We will thread the 7th main. To get it out the way, we will skip the 7th grommet in the head and in the throat. Again, we are going to skip the 7th grommet, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, in the head and in the throat. We're also going to skip the 9th grommet, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. We're going to skip the 9th grommet, thread the 10th grommet in the throat and head. We will tie our main string in the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8th grommet, or onto the 2nd main string from the outside. And as I string the racket, I keep saying in the video, but if you don't watch the other videos, you would not know. When I count grommets, we are going to count grommets from the center out. When we we count main strings, we will count from the outside in. Just the way I do it. I don't know why, it just seems simple. Again, we're going to skip the 9th grommet in the throat and the head. And we're going to tie off, I need to snip that. I'm going to tie off onto the 2nd main string, or the 8th grommet. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Crosses, start with the racket handle away from you. We're going to go to the 2nd cross. This will be the first, this will be the 2nd, or the 2nd cross. That's the 2nd grommet that we skipped. And we will start under the 2nd main string. So I don't always do it. I didn't mess anything up. I like to go under. That string popped over. There we go. Now, over here, hope you can see that. Let me make sure we can see that. Can we see it? Can we see it? Right here we go. We can see it. So there are strings on both of them. We want to make sure I went under this string. I want to make sure I go under that string. That way we don't get a crossover in the top. Anyway, back away from me. This top cross will go over this 3rd main. I'm going to weave my 3rd cross. You're going to start under the outside main. And you will finish over the outside main on this side. Then I'm going to tension the number 2 cross. Now we will go back and do the top cross. If you are going to use a starting knot, you would tie your starting knot off on the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 grommet, or the 3rd main string. I do not do starting knots. Start under. Do the 5th cross, and again start under. So now we will start under and finish over all of our crosses until we get to our first skip. Now we're going to pull tension on our knot, our first cross. Make sure to leave a little bit of gap so that you can tie your knot. If you get the clamp too far over, you won't be able to get your knot tied. And again, this is the 6th, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6th grommet, or the 3rd main string. fast forward till we get to the bottom. And I will tell y'all that both of these strings are a rough. This is a Torbite rough, and this is Luxlana Element rough. And rough string on rough string just hard to keep straight as you string. I mean, it's not possible, it's just more difficult. Again, we're starting all of them under. Once we get to the other side, we'll finish them all over. And I do almost everything two-piece. That's why none of my videos are going to show one piece. But you're just here to learn what the stringing patterns are for these rackets, so that you'll know the skips and the grommets to tie off on and whatnot. Not a lot of commentary on this. Get some coil memory to it. Next racket I'm doing has got something that's even worse. And the reason I didn't pre-weave my next ones, I don't have enough string to reach my tennis head for the last three. If I pre-weave, probably have to use my jumper, but we shall see. Bridge, whatever you want to call it. This is the last cross before we get to our skip. Now we're at our first skip. our first skipped grommet, we will start over the second main string. And you will finish under the second main string on the opposite side. Then you will start under the third main string on the last cross. And you will finish over the third main string on the opposite side. And we will have to use the jumper. So y'all do what y'all want. I just keep one of these things set up all the time. We're going to give y'all a little tip. Not for this video. Alright, let's find ourselves a suitable tie-off. Is it marked anywhere? I don't think it is. Don't look like it. You could probably tie off here. I don't think that's the tie-off. Nah. Right here. So we're going to tie off on 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8th grommet, which is the second main string. Again, you use whatever knot you want to use, and I'll use whatever I want to use. Snip your tail, straighten strings. These don't look too bad. Crosses, and I told y'all it's going to be a little bit harder to keep them straight, but I sure do a good job keeping them pretty straight. There you go. 2022 Wilson Clash 98 version 2.